Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another recording for DLD Productions PC and the TTT Tours course review course showcase series. Now, in this video, we'll be taking a look at Cherry Creek Country Club, designed by Patrick Daggett, otherwise known as House of Mog 420 TTV. Now, I have already played this course and recorded it earlier this evening, but it turns out that the microphone was not turned on and was on mute throughout the video. You can hear me speaking through an alternative microphone that is turned on, connected to the laptop next to me, sat on my desk, but that audio is far too far away to consider putting into a video. So I'm going to redo this with the correct microphone attached to this system and turned on. So that is the case now. So apologies for the previous video not being correct. I should have checked that the microphone was on before I started using it. But it is now on, so we shouldn't have a problem. Now, I'm going to, for the sake of completeness, I'm going to use the same settings and conditions as I used just previously. But what I am going to do is make sure that I can make a few adjustments to my golf bag and on the driver specifically. Such as an example, to be able to hit the ball a little harder, or there you go, there's level number 2. We're halfway through to level 3 as well, so that's good. And we'll go there and finish the power off. So we've got that as a maximum, and then we can figure on the swing path for the rest of it and bring the swing path and contact up to levels that we'd expect. So with that in mind, we should now be able to hit it further than we were able to hit it in the previous attempt, but should still be relatively within reason. In fact, I did have it set to medium dynamic. I had the fairway set to moderate. So there's a chance of the ball stopping on them. Default was firm. I left the green speeds as they were. Sorry, I left the green firmness as it was. The green speeds as they were as well, because they were running pretty nicely. The default is, I did change the weather to be morning, and I did set it to overcast. So that is exactly how I've just played it prior to having to restart the recording. Just a reminder, this is Cherry Creek CC by House of Mog 420 TTV, otherwise known as Patrick Daggett. So here we go. So off we go with the first hole, which is a par 4 that measures 421 yards. And boy, does it make a lot of difference that I can actually reach it without a problem. Those extra few yards are going to help. 91 yards to the pin. Just gonna try and put a bit of extra height on this. Try and get it to sit down. Said that well. See if that's gonna give us what we want first up. Pretty much so. And that is gonna be for a opening birdie at the first hole. Yeah, pretty good. So opening birdie at the first. The second hole is a par 5 correction, measuring 573 yards. Now I do have a bit more power than I had the first time I went through this course, so it might be a little bit easier to get to the targets. 3, 5, 4, 2, 1, 2. It's probably going to be it's a bit in between clubs. We're going to go on the open side, and I'm going to play it safe because I'm going to try and hit it into the turf first and bounce it on to the front of the green. We're not going for the flag line. It's too dangerous. However, this isn't straightforward either. This is going to want a big turn to the right. Big bit of shape to the right to straighten on the green. And I played it nicely. It's a good shot to open. And goes to 2 under through 2. The third hole is a par 3, measuring 185 yards. No such problems getting to that hole. The fact it comes off the backstop does help as well. Solid work. The fourth hole is a par 4, measuring 451 yards. Again, a solid drive needed here. $335, he's got 115, 117 to be precise. Just a little bit of backspin. Not too much because it does need to carry in that wind. See if I'm giving it enough to get there. It's spinning back a fair bit, but it is going wide. So much so, it fell for green. So that was a miscalculation. Good recovery. The fifth hole is a par 4, measuring 420 yards. Again, nice solid tee shot. Moving just a short wedge in. The 6th hole is a par 4 measuring 399 yards. For the first time, I'm actually going to put some shaping on it and a little bit of height as well. Try and get this to sit down after. Moderate might run it too far though. No, it hasn't. Good shot, 328 yards. Again, just a fraction more on it and a bit of turnover to the right because of the way the green's going. Hopefully it'll straighten back to the left, which it has done. And that's a pretty good shot. Three under. At least I'm not tearing the course up as much as I did in the previous round. When we come to the actual round that's going to go up, I'm not tearing it up as much. It's a decent shot there. Smart if not spectacular. And it's a chance to go to 4 under there. Not the greatest of shots. The 8th hole is a par 5 measuring 583 yards. .369, 212. That to me looks like a good shot. If we play it wide enough, then we play it with a bit of chase on the ball. We might be able to get this close to green. No, total miscalculation. 203 yards. Didn't play that well at all. Probably one of his worst shots of the round, that one. Pretty good. These are good speeds of green, actually. They play pretty nicely at 170. They're not too fast, but they're not too slow either. The 9th hole is a par 4 measuring 348 yards. Now I'm just wondering, I would assume it's not gettable. I didn't go for it last time and I won't be going for it either this time. So I would assume it's not gettable. The designer is free to tell me whether it is actually drivable or should be attempted. Whether the intention is for it to be driven. There. But that was a sensible shot and a sensible result is on the way. By all means, it's a decent attempt there, getting to 6 under par from the first 9 holes. The 10th hole is a par 4 measuring 428 yards. There is a little bit of a helping wind, hence why we're able to hit it a bit further than we might have done. But we're going to need to hit this well to keep control over it. Hopefully this is going to be decent though, because it's going to hit the fairway first, take the pace out of it, and probably leave it at reasonable distance for the putt to the green. Not the worst. And again, not the best either. That's good. Very good. 96 yards. Seven under through 11. Twelfth hole is a par 4 measuring 432 yards. Again, just a nice solid drive. Solid. Miscalculation. The 13th hole is a par 3 measuring 238 yards. I'm just going to play a 216 and try and run this onto the green. Just shy because of the fairway speed. It's not quite as firm as I'm anticipating. Not spinner. Bit less than a flop as well, you would think, but flop's the lowest shot I've got, really. I don't fancy a chip, so I've got to play it like that, and I played it well. So this will be for 3 to avoid dropping a shot for the first time. But no, couldn't find the answer there. Disappointing. Well, first drop shot today. There are 2 par 5s to come. The next one and the 15th. So 14 and 16 are both par 5s, correction. 14 is a par 5 that measures 671 yards. This one is certainly not going to be reachable under any circumstances. 365. Even the power approach may not get us there. I'll have to have a look at it. I don't know if... I should have that somewhere. maybe a driver off the deck might get us there if we're lucky, but we have to be extremely lucky for that to be the case. We're certainly giving it a go, though. We're giving it a go. This is very, very aggressive. And are we going to get a reward? Not quite, but it's certainly gettable from there. So birdie, and he goes back to 7 under. Now, the 15th hole is a par 4 that measures 319 yards, but as you can see, it is not drivable. It looks like it should be, but it isn't. There is too much risk taking that shot on. I decided to decline it in the initial run through, and I'm going to decline it here as well. I'm going to try and just stinger it up. Now, if it happens to get there with a stinger, then it's better than the way I would have played it to begin with. Because there was only one way that was going to go. If I'd have played it with the full driver, it would have gone over the back easily. So I played it right. And as it was, I almost got to the green anyway. Wasn't intending to play it, but I almost got there. Good recovery. Gets his birdie at the 15th, the 16th, the final of the par 5s. This one, I believe, this one is the shortest of them, I believe, as well, at 551 yards. So this one you really should be taking advantage of. 366, 187. 191 it's playing. So a little bit, maybe a choked approach just to make sure you don't overhit it. Because it's in between clubs. Did it well. Okay, it's ran on a bit further than what I like, but still played it well. And this will be to go to 10 under. And 10 under it is then, after a very good eagle there. The 17th is a par 3, measuring 216 yards. But I like the way this hole is laid out, because this is the tee shot is extremely awkward. Getting close to the flag is not straightforward at all because of the trees being where they are. So I would say aim for the centre of the green, and we're not going to be able to take a flag on here unless we really get hold of it. Yep, centre of the green was all we could hope for there. And try and make a long putt. Very good. Good putt to make that. Let's see. Now we finished 12 under after a 60 on the first run. Let's see if we can finish there again. Looks like we can with that shot. Just maybe a little bit extra and then a little bit of backspin or a little bit of height on it just to take the extra yardage off. Good yards. Good yards. Shouldn't be a problem there. Wow. Yeah, played it well enough. Good yardage using the backstop. This to finish at 12s, which is exactly where we finished the previous round at. That was non-commentated, and that's exactly what he's done. 2-12 under 60s tonight at Cherry Creek Country Club. So that's encouraging. Pretty much two very good complete rounds on the same course to the same value. Now this video can go up to YouTube, unlike the last one that didn't have any microphone commentary on it. So with that being said, just to point out, Patrick, before I put this video up, it will go up initially as a unlisted video so yourself can see it, and then I will publish it to the channel so everyone else can see it once I'm notified that you're happy with the result of the recording and are happy with the playthrough. So thank you for creating that course, and I should have it up as you're seeing this within the next hour or so, around 2 p.m. Your local time zone. So thanks again, Patrick, for a good course, and we'll see you sometime soon. As for other viewers, that brings to an end this video, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, thank you for your support and thanks for watching.